Please let me know if I'm visible and if you are able to hear me properly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay, cool. Okay, I'm just waiting for other trainers to join with me. Please bear me some minutes. Let me check. Okay, I think Dilip Kumar joined. Other trainers, if you join, please let me know. And others, kindly put yourself on mute.
Ashok, I'm here. Nagaraj.
Nagaraj intro. Okay, Sushmita. Okay, I think I got Sushmita. Okay, Nagarajan is there. Hey, hi, bro. Good evening. So, guys, Nagarajan is there for you. Actually, bro, this is a fan's request that bring Nagarajan to a live show. So, guys, you want to say hi to Nagarajan?
Hi, sir.
Hi, sir.
Hi, sir.
Hi, sir.
Hello.
Hi, sir.
So much love from all the AJSD trainees to Nagarajan. Nice to see. Okay.
Nagraj is speaking on mute.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I was speaking in. Thank you so much, everyone, for your love and affection. Thank you so much. Welcome to the session. Yeah.
Cool,
Thank you,
cool.
sir.
Okay, I'm waiting for Shobna to join. Let me check whether she joined. Or I think she's still in session, I guess. 8 o'clock session is still going on. Okay, it's already 9:02. So wait for 1 more minute, guys. We'll get started. And before that, if you the purpose of the entire session, of course, we want to give you some study tips with regards to Salesforce, and also we want to provide you some of the interview tips, and we want to let you know what is the exact expectations currently building upon from the trainees who are joining training, especially from the recruiters end or the company you're going to get placed. Okay, we're going to discuss all this thing. Okay, I think Shobana joined here. Hi, Shobana.
Hi, Ashok.
All right. So, guys, this is our trainer, Ms. Shobana, here for you. Thanks for joining, Shobana.
Thank you, Ashok.
Okay, let's get started, everyone. So we want to start this session from the overall feedback we keep receive from the trainers. As you know, in AJSD, right, we are conducting this training program right from the morning 7 a.m. Till now, almost 11 p.m. we are conducting this session. So around the clock, there are different trainers assisting the trainees across the globe, and the trainees also from different backgrounds. It's not like a one single set of candidates we are having. We are having candidates from non-IT background, IT background, people with a career gap, people who already working in some firm and getting this training. Right. So it's a multiple people joining this training, and we are getting a constant feedback from the trainers with their approach. So there are some common thing we observe from the trainees that it's a serious one that they have to change in terms of their approach towards Salesforce learning. So those are the things that we are going to discuss here. And of course, we are going to give you all some time to ask some common questions, not the technical part. You are having a Q&A sessions to clarify all the technical things, but with regards to the study pattern, something that you are following. Okay. So with regards to that, I want our trainers to take to share their feedback one by one. Then later I will wind up from that one. So who wants to go with first? Bro, Nagarajan, bro, would you like to start from the
Bro, I
will
take it last. Yeah. So let others,
okay.
discuss. I used to give more advice in the sessions.
Okay. In that case, how about you, Shobana?
Ashok, I'll start.
Okay, good.
So, hello everyone. So, regarding the training, many asked me the same question, like what is CRM? The first question what we asked to the trainees is what is CRM? Most of them struggle to answer that usually at the first time as a beginner when they join the course. They are struggling hard to tell what is CRM. What I suggest them is like, so you are actually switching your career from another background, maybe from non-IT, or if you are in the IT also, if you are switching your career to Salesforce, I just advise the people like don't want to forget your background or roots. So implement the concept with your background. For example, if you are a professor and if you want to convert to a Salesforce professional, I don't want you to forget your roots. Implement the CRM concept with your background. So, for example, if you have if you are a professor, you can implement with the Salesforce as a student object. What is an object? You can understand in that terms and understand the basic concepts first, and then you can move on to the technical part. Without understanding what is CRM and why we are studying CRM, why we are studying Salesforce, we cannot do the technical part very correctly as far as I know. That's the one thing I wanted to convey to the people here, whoever is actually asking about what is CRM to me itself. What is CRM, ma'am? Can you explain to me what is CRM? Just understand with your roots, whatever you learned before. What if you are a civil engineer or a mechanical engineer, if you are transforming to a Salesforce IT professional, first at the moment, beginning itself, we cannot give a proper answer to the CRM in the IT terms. You can tell it in your own terms, whatever you know as a basic, as a person, what we are working before. That's the one thing I just wanted to convey to all who are connected here.
Okay. Okay. Likewise, right? There are many such feedback. I take this moment to give a common feedback I receive from the recruiters standpoint, guys. I'm constantly in touch with the lot of recruiters because, as you all know, in AJSD itself, you have a good number of competitors in terms of Salesforce. Because unlike a year back, 2 years back, now the expectation from the recruiters also going high because they are getting that level of projects, and at the same time not just completing just admin certification, developer certification. It's not alone going to be a helpful one. In fact, this is a kind of a call happened with me with one such leading recruiter very recently. He asked me the question, like there is a video session going on between me and him. He asking me, I'm proudly saying that, sir, all our trainers or I mean, all our trainees are got cleared certification. I've been certified, developer certified. In fact, we are also having some ranges too. So you can very well consider them in terms of conducting the interview, not just asking him directly recruit you. We ask requesting them to conduct interview. He asked me only one question, Ashok. Nowadays, since you are also into industry like this many years, I'm also into industry these many years. We know there are multiple way to clear certifications, and people over here, close to 94 participants, you are also know there are many ways to clear certification without having a proper knowledge. So this is not obviously that's not fair to take examination without having a proper knowledge. But nowadays what people are doing, what people are thinking, just like if I'm having a Salesforce admin certification or developer certification, the recruiters will consider me so that they will at least I get shortlisted in job vacancies and all. That's true. That's not, I'm not saying that's not a case, but that is actually going to decrease your chances of getting placed if you're having just a certification for namesake. Just like how I'm having my bachelor's of engineering certification in ECE, electronics and communication. Okay, till my 4th year I never did any single project. I cannot say myself I'm a proud electronics engineer. See, I completed engineering and I'm now doing Salesforce practices here. Okay, it's not making any sense, right? The so-called degree certificate I'm having, it's not making any sense. That is what going to happen if you just keep attend the certification without proper knowledge, just by going through some answers and question, mugging up all the answers and attending the certification, not at all going to help. The same way happening with the trailheads too. Most of the people I'm seeing, sir, I'm a ranger, I'm a mountaineer, I'm an adventure. initial days, I thought very proud. Okay, these people have started joining the session. I mean, joining the trainers, completing all the Trailhead module one by one. Later, when I just started asking very simple question, especially during the preliminary round in the mock interview and all, they're not able to answer some scenarios. If I ask a very simple question, what is record type? Give me some example that you can tell me for record type. They are not able to answer. But the candidate is a PD1 certified, admin certified, ranger, or 1,000 points, 10,000 points. That's no use, guys. Okay, if you're having a Salesforce developer or administrator from the certificate level alone, that is not at all going to be helpful, because during the interview, you are giving an impression that you are a certified developer and administrator. If you are not able to answer such basic question, the so-called certification that you got right, that will definitely become a question mark, and the recruiters will not have a good impression on you. They know that, okay, since this is a one another guy who completed certification with the so-called dumps and all, that's it. So there is no need to hiding, because at the end of the day, if they are going to give 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs, 10 lakhs, or even 20 lakhs as a CTC, the purpose is very simple. If they are going to offer the salary, they are expecting you to perform, and they are expecting you to take care of their projects, which is close to 1 crore, 2 crore, or 3 crore worth of the project. You are the one going to maintain or support the project. Without having the knowledge, you are having only the so-called certification. They cannot trust you, and they cannot give you the chances of the employment. On the other side, if you're not at all as certified, but you are having knowledge, you are truth to yourself and you are truth to the one who are going to hire, and you are giving them the very straightforward answer. Yes, I got trained from AJSD. I have this knowledge. I'm in the process of learning this stuff. This is what the knowledge I got so far. You can hire me. In that case, at the end of the day, the recruiter, what they are looking for is your learning attitude. How much learning attitude this candidate is have, how much he is true to himself and to others. At the end of the day, this is what the recruiter is looking for. Okay, so no need to rush yourself in terms of completing the certification or Trailheads or ranger. Make sure you are understanding the concepts, then you are attending all these certification. Otherwise, if you're simply completing the certificate, this is going to be one another certificate. You already have your degree certificate. What is the purpose of having the degree? There are many BTech graduates are here, BE graduates are here. People from mechanical, civil, other background are here. We are not able to get a professional thing out of that so-called certificate, right? Same will happen with the same Salesforce certificate if you don't learn this without proper knowledge. Okay. Then the same recruiter asked me, so if your candidate having certification, we cannot believe them. Even if the candidate completed Trailheads and rangers and all, we cannot believe them. What is the other way, Ashok, that you can give me an assurance that your trainees are 100% genuine and they are having the knowledge? How you can help me to identify the genuine candidates? Then we propose them like, hi, we are having a training tracker where we are tracking our trainees, whether they are completing or not. Our trainers will cross verify them to check whether they have completed the case studies, whether they have completed the case studies with the proper understanding. Maybe you could have seen there is a small changes in our process. The trainers have started asking a lot of questions during your verification. The purpose is very simple. If you are posting it in a AJ skill development group, I'm stuck with this, I need help. Immediately you are getting a solution in groups. What you are doing, you're copying and pasting and putting it in the case studies, and you're completing the case study. At the end of the day, you are completing the case study. But whether you got the proper understanding of the topics by doing the case study, whether you got the business knowledge, at the end of the day, as Shobna told, you're going to work for some business, whether you got the business knowledge on the topic, that is very, very important. The trainers are going to ask questions to cross verify whether you got the understanding or not. Only then the trainer is going to give a trainer verification. At the end of the day, once you get the complete trainer verification, only we are going to allow you to attend the mock interview. At the end of the mock interview also, we are also going to rate your knowledge on the admin, data security, lightning flows, and others, Apex, Trigger, asynchronous, LWC. and we are going to give that ratings as well as the training tracker that we are following, right? We are going to give the recruiters, because one way or other way they need some hold, right? Because if you put it in the LinkedIn saying that I'm hiring Salesforce trained freshers, they are getting hundreds and 200s of resumes nowadays. So that's the level of people got the knowledge and awareness about Salesforce. So they will not do that. Instead, what they will do, they will approach a training institute like us. They will ask us, see, Ashok, I don't have time to take all the 100 resumes and verifying that and do the interview. I don't have resources to do. As a training institution, I'm reaching out to you. You give me a 4 profile, and I want all the 4 profiles are to be genuine and they should have a proper knowledge. Then you send me. We are in the process of filtering out the candidates, even from the AJSD. So as process of it, we are going to strictly follow the training tracker we have provided. The trainers are going to ask a lot of questions to ensure you got the topic understanding good. Even after that, we are going to conduct a mock interview. Only once you clear the mock interview with the proper understanding on the topic, we are going to refer to the proper recruiter. For all your information, we are still having 10 openings from various recruiters. They are open to hire any candidate with whether fresher, IT to IT, non-IT to IT, and they're also ready to pay the equivalent CTC too. Assume that you are from IT and already getting 10 lakhs as CTC and you're got trained in Salesforce, right? They are ready to provide the same CTC or subject to your knowledge. They are going to provide 40, 50, 100% hike too, because that's the level of the demand is going on for the Salesforce resources. So we request everyone, do the topics with a proper understanding. If you're just completing the case study for namesake, or if you're completing the certificates or Trailheads just to completion, if you're having a completion pressure and you're completing that, that's not at all going to give you any fruitful. At the end of the day, why we are all here? We're all here to get good job. How you will get the good job? Only if you have the proper training understanding. Because during the interview, what will happen, like Nagarajan, Shobra and others, like there are some resource person from that particular team will be there. They are going to hire a junior or a senior for their own team. If I'm here, I have 2 vacancies with my team, right? I'm going to hire you because if I hire you, you can reduce my work. That's the only reason I'm going to hire you. You can save some of my time, right? In that case, all that I'm expecting is some hope from your end. Okay, if I hire this candidate, he will manage and he will support my project. I don't expect, if I'm going to ask you 10 questions, I don't expect you to answer all the 10 questions. Even if you're going to answer the 5 questions with the proper understanding, and if you're giving me the hope of, okay, chalo, let's hire this candidate because he got the good understanding of the knowledge, good understanding of the topics. There are rest of topics he not come across soon, but I'm think he's sure he will learn this thing and can support my project. Let's hire him. That's the level of expectation from the recruiter. They're not expecting all the hi-fi so-called coders and all. One with a proper learning attitude definitely will be hired. One is genuine to himself, herself, and genuine to others, right? Definitely get hired. But if you start to cheat the trainers, or you cheat yourself saying that I'm a Salesforce developer, I got a certificate, I got a ranger, you are going to cheat yourself, right? You're not genuine and true to yourself, and you're not true to others. Then obviously we cannot succeed. We cannot build a successful career, guys. Okay, so try to be as much as honest and truth to yourself. At least for ourselves, right? We have to be truth. That will definitely brings you a lot of inner peace, a peace of mind that ultimately help you to reach a final destination, whatever you have the target. Okay, I think I have spoke a lot, but I'm not sure how it was conveyed to you all. Let's have that Q&A session. I'm giving the opportunity for other trainers who join here. Let's see who are all here. I think Swati is here. Hey Swati.
Hi, Ashok.
Hello. So Swati, you want to add up anything as a consolidated feedback you want to give it to our trainees?
Yeah, Ashok, just a
Yeah,
small
please.
point.
Please go ahead.
Hi everyone. So I want to say, like, before attending the Q&A session, if you have any doubts with anything, just try to Google it once. Not with the exact solution. If you want to get any solution, don't directly go with the solution. Uh, Google it with the method or function name. You can find a lot of information there. Whatever the parameters it is accepting and what output it should be given. Google through in that way, in other than going to directly solution. This is what I want to suggest.
The small and sweet one. Good one, Swati. Thank you. Thank you. So, hi, Sushmita. I think.
Hello everyone.
Yeah, hi, Sushmita. Sushmita, you want to add anything from your end to our trainees?
Yes. First of all, try to join the Q&A session regularly because don't get break in between because someone's came back after a month too. They are completely forgot about what they are previously learned. So sometimes some people are can't able to continue their studies, so they are stuck there. So please try to join the Q&A session at least 1 hour regularly, and don't do the case study or do it yourself of your own. If you are getting help from someone else, that's completely fine. At least know before getting review how did you achieve that. Some people are not knowing that how they achieved it. They came for a review. At the time, if we ask some questions in the sense they completely not knowing the things, we get back to them. So please follow that and try to follow the best practices and unit test the scenarios before came up for the review. Uh, and prepare for an interview questions and keep it noted somewhere. That's quite helpful to you during the interview preparation. So this is my personal advice, and my humble request is to don't do the case study for updating the tracker sheet. So this is the thing I want to convey. Thank you. That's it from my.
Okay, okay, Sushmita. Thank you, thank you. Let me check whether trainer Mr. Surya has joined here. Hi, Surya. Surya, you there? Okay, okay. Okay. Dilip, are you there?
Hello.
Hi, Dilip. Dilip, you want to add anything to our trainees?
No, sir. That's good. Now going.
Dilip, sorry, you are not audible. Dilip?
Yeah. Hello.
Yes, Dilip.
Yeah. It's going on good.
Okay, okay. So, Priya Dashni, Priya, you there? Okay, Surya, Priya, and okay, they are already joined here. Okay, let's wait for them to join. Okay, bro, I think we are
Yeah,
done
sure,
with
sure.
yeah.
Mhm.
So it's a fan moment. So guys, the most awaited person is
Not
there
like that.
to share his feedback.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, bro.
I don't want to be, that much. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible, bro. You
Yeah.
are audible.
Okay. So first of all, thank you so much for everyone joining this call. So around 100, right? I was really literally surprised Saturday night, right?
Hmm.
So we all here, hope or expect something good can be happen for me from this session. So that's what I know almost everyone is expecting here, I guess. So I don't want to give any advice, but I wanted to share my experience as well as I want to share how we can learn something new. So basically, I think it's okay, fine to share my personal experience, I guess. So when I was introduced to this IT industry, I'm basically from a programming, not a programming background. I'm an electrical and electronics background. When I started to learn, my first programming language, C++, we don't have any broadband facilities. It's only a dial-up at that point of time. We don't have any computers. I don't have any computer in my home, and at the same time, we will be having dedicated 1 hour in the institute or so-called training academy, whatever it may be. You will be getting only 1 hour, right? So imagine at that point of time, learning something new which is not relevant to you is a very tough task. So, but I don't want to give it up. I wanted to just experiment what is there on the other side. Why there are so many people, interested to learn, software, what is in that. So, and after that, I realized probably that might be my area. So unfortunately, in colleges, it did not happen, in that domain for me. But anyhow, personally, I put a lot of effort, even now, even these days, almost I'm crossing 48. So still I'm putting a lot of effort and I'm learning something new daily. I wanted to make it as a habit. At the end of the week, I just wanted to learn something new, make it as a mandatory, as a habit for me. I think, you guys can follow that. And apart from everything, if you want to get success in a particular domain or particular field, my personal experience or my personal feel, you should have a passion in it, right? If you don't have a passion in it, then definitely it's very difficult. Let's say, for example, if I took a 3 month course in AJ Skill Academy, my target is I should complete it and I should get a good job, and that should be a handful of salary, right? So yes, of course, that's what we are running, right? So everyone is running for that. Everyone is running for money, yes, of course. But apart from that, little bit selfishness can be there. We should be passionate towards that, right? If you are very passionate towards something, no one can stop you. That's my experience. You are from an IT background, that doesn't matter. Okay, you don't have a good internet connection, that doesn't matter. You don't have a good computer, that doesn't matter. I experienced in my life. If you have a passion, then definitely you can able to succeed in that. So that is my personal experience, and I wanted to share with you guys. Be passionate towards what you are learning or what you are doing, whatever it may be. So that's the first thing. And apart from that, learning is concerned, as far as the Salesforce is concerned, yes, of course, Salesforce is having good opportunity these days. At the same time, there are a lot of competition also there, right? So we should stand unique in the market. Let's say if a recruiter is going to recruit 10 guys, in the sense, probably they might be interviewing hundreds of candidates, right? So how you wanted to make sure you are unique among that 100, right? So a lot of competition exists these days. So always we should learn in such a way that I'm having some edge over the person who is sitting next to me. It might be a selfish thing, but definitely you should have that quality with you at any cost. Let's say, for example, certification, right? The guy who is sitting beside you may not have a certification. If you are having a certification, in the sense you have an edge. But I won't say that certification is only thing which will bring you a good job, or that will do the work, especially, right? Certification won't do any work for you, any task or any ticket for you. You are going to work, you are going to do the task. So to do the task, rather than being good at certification, you should good at practical way. So whatever you are learning, it's always better to experiment the things and apply and learn, rather than just seeing a video or just looking at someone else. That won't help. Apply yourself. You are learning something, apply it, experiment it, and learn something from that. Okay, rather than, let's say, I'm going to deliver a lecture, don't believe that I'm giving the lecture in a proper way. You try to apply that. You try to apply, experiment it, try with the different syntaxes or try with different configurations, and you can learn a lot from that, right? So you have to experiment. That is my my personal as well as my expected qualities from my trainees. I basically want you guys to experiment, rather than being just a bookish, or rather than being just completing the case studies. I'm not the kind of person who is really interested with completing the case studies. Completing the case studies is not a big deal. Even we are clearing the certification in so many ways. So this this case study is not a big deal, right? I know that it's not a big deal, but unfortunately, I know that I'm not being that much involved with the Telegram channels. but I used to go through the communications, or I used to go through the chats, how things are happening. Really see people are, support each other. Really I appreciate the effort. But at the same time, if someone is, as other trainers told, if someone is giving you some input or a solution, you apply and try to get it understand, and then review it. And I will suggest you guys have a cheat sheet always. Let's say, for example, I'm trying to learn a simple concept called duplicate rule, right? If I'm going to learn a concept called duplicate rule, you can take simple notes, right? What is the use of duplicate rule? First thing is, what is the use of duplicate rule? Second thing is any other way to stop creating duplicate records? You can ask yourself, right? Any other way is there? Yes, in using unique, you can do that. Then what's the difference between duplicate rule and unique? So in each and every topic, you should ask n number of questions to yourself before asking the trainer, or before asking with your fellow, trainees. Ask yourself n number of questions. Whether you are able to find answers for all the questions. No means connect with others. It might be a trainee, or it might be a trainer, whoever it may be. You can discuss with them and you can get solution for that, right? So without simply asking yourself so many questions about a topic, whatever is available in the document, just I'm going to read the document and I'm going to implement in the sense, it won't helpful, because once you are into the industry, the knowledge what we are learning here is not sufficient, to be frank. Okay, so you should be a good self-learner, right? That's really very crucial. That's what Swati explained in a good way, right? What she told is you should Google it, right? So don't think that everyone is having everything in our mind. We are also sometimes stuck somewhere. We straight away go there, Google it, copy paste, and then whatever the changes we wanted to do, we will do that, right? So be a self-learner. Always you should be a self-learner. So that's why sometimes initially people taking our the model find it a little bit difficult. They might be preferred someone sitting behind, or someone in live teaching something. Probably they might be finding it easier. But this is we are trying to learn to get into a job. From day one onwards, you will be alone. No one will be there with you to guide you. No one will be there with you to support you. It happened for me also. When I get my first job, I felt alone, right? No one is there. So you are the only savior for you. So you have to build the habit of self-learning. Self-learning is very important. Google it, try to understand and build that. And second thing is, managing timing, right? So always you should have a good balance in your personal life, or when you are working or you are learning, right? Manage timing. Have a good, chart of, your timing. Let's say 8 to 9, what I'm going to do, 9 to 10, what I'm going to do. You can prepare a calendar for yourself. Always have the calendar in your screen as your desktop wallpaper, whatever it may be. Always you can look into it, right? 8 to 9, what suppose I have to do, what I'm doing, is I'm doing the right way. So these are the simple things. Probably Ashok might have, spoken about that so many times about atomic habits, right? So really a good one is always we should manage our timing in a better way. And as far as Salesforce learning is concerned, have a good balance with the Trailhead as well as what you are learning from AJSD. Okay. So these days, if I look at the tracking sheets, most of the, even for classroom trainees, I was a little bit worried because most of the Trailhead completed column, if you look at it, it will be blank. Okay, so seriously, I was wondering, how to fill this gap, right? So there is a gap. People are hurried to complete the course rather than, learning the concepts in a better way, right? So you guys are hurried. Let's say 3 months course I have learned, so I need to get a good job before 3 months. But after getting a good job, you need to work on the task, right? You should work on the ticket. So you should be good at it. So always have a good balance in Trailhead. For example, I can give you a simple tips. I have told it so many times with my trainees also. Now, Saturday and Sunday, you allocate some time for, Trailheads, let's say 2 to 3 hours continuously, right? There are so many techniques available in internet. You might be familiar with Pomodoro technique. So you can use that. You can continuously allocate 3 hours, in the weekend, right? Saturday, Sundays, maybe late night, So it depends, maybe early morning, it depends upon the way you prefer. Allocate 6 hours in a week you can allocate for a Trailhead. Definitely you can find some improvement there. Why I am insisting about Trailhead is you will be learning something new, as well as you will get the habit of reading the words, right? If we are going to work in real-time industry, you'll be having the user stories. You have to read the user story, right? So here in AJSD, everything is constructed in such a way. Create a table, create a field. This is the data type. Everything is there. So we are planning to have so many case studies. We are planning to have different scenarios in such a way that you should take a call. What is my object name? You should take a call. What is the data type? Why I should go for a lookup? Why I should go for a master detail? You should justify your design. So we are working behind the scene, these days towards that. So always find a balance with Trailhead. Read the text more. Okay, you will definitely, it's going to helpful for you, and be open to more questions from trainers. Okay, so this is my request. Sometimes I too have a feeling, I'm asking so many questions, whether it will backfire me. Then I will say that that's fine. What's the purpose of learning? Right? The purpose of learning is, it's not about case study. It's about understanding the topic. If I'm not good at a relationship topic, I'm moving to, security. I will never come back to relationship again. Right? So I used to tell this. You will be finishing security, data loader, ABC home appliances, blah, blah, blah. And then you will be into development. You will be going on. Right? Something you have learned in relationship, if you have not learned it in a proper way, then there is a big hole in the concept. Right? There is no chance for you to come back and learn. So definitely that's the reason, be open to questions from the trainers, rather than asking someone else. First, you try to Google it, or you try to identify. If you are asking someone else, no worries, no problem with that. But you should understand each and every concepts what your fellow trainee explained, right? So let's say master detail relationship. Someone is going to tell you about roll-up summary in the sense, that's fine. Okay, I'm not able to, grasp the things from the video. So someone is sitting beside me, is explaining me the things. That's fine. But I should understand each and every word, what he told about that particular concept. Okay. He might have, given a lecture for 20 minutes, take a simple notepad, take a note out of it, always have a cheat sheet for each and every topic. Cheat sheet in the sense, what is the use of this concept? Okay, how to construct this or how to configure this? What is the final outcome? And yes, scenario. That's really very, very crucial. For each and every topic, try to build your own scenario apart from AJSD scenarios. Okay. In AJSD, obviously, we have a scenario, but try to build your own. What is the purpose of building, my own scenario? Salesforce is not about just configuration, not about writing code. From my understanding, Salesforce is more about understanding the business also. You are going to build something that is not for yourself. You are going to build something for your end user, right? Your customer. Your customer is running a business. Without understanding his business, you cannot apply Salesforce into his business, right? So it's very crucial understanding the business. So that's the reason just simply learning the concepts is not sufficient. You should have your own use case. Okay, even use case might be wrong. Discuss with your trainers, right? So we are open here. Personally, I'm very open to whatever the discussions you are going to bring into my table. Definitely, I'm going to discuss that, right? So build always your own use case for each and every topic. And one more suggestion as far as the resume is concerned, I went through a lot of resumes during the mock interviews. I was little bit worried about the mini projects as ABC home appliances. These all are not the mini projects, right? If you're really interested, try to build a simple project for you. I have no clue at all from where I can, get these project ideas. Simply take any inventories, or go to Trailhead. A lot of sample projects are there. Understand the project and try to, define your own scenario, and you start implement something. So always simple projects is, will helpfully a lot. At the same time, put that particular projects in your resume rather than mentioning what we are learning in AJ skill. Don't put AJ skill case studies as your mini projects in your resume. Okay, so that is one of the thing. And use any documentation tool. Let's say I'm learning, security topic. So pretty much very crucial, right? You are a developer or you are you are going to be a administrator. That doesn't matter. Security is a very crucial topic in Salesforce. When learning security, you have a Google Documents, or you can use tools called Notion and GitHub. So many n number of tools are there. Build a practice of having notes, and it might be an online based or it might be a note. Why I prefer online, in the sense I'm a kind of person, initially when I started my career, I used to write notes. If you come home to my, if you come home, you can able to see so many notes for Salesforce also. When I was learning Salesforce, I used to write down the things. These days I switched into document, because we are learning quite a lot, right? I'm getting a lot of inputs from different corners, and daily I'm learning. Whenever I have a chance, I used to find something new. So my repository is increasing. So that's the reason from notebook, I have switched into online tools. So you can practice at least taking notes in your notebook. Then you can, convert it into a document in your free time. Definitely, it's going to be helpful. For example, if I'm learning trigger, I'm into LWC. LWC 32 videos are there. I'm completing 32 videos. So chances are there I may forget the concepts what I have learned with the triggers, right? At least, for example, I prefer to write a simple SOCL, and then parent to child a simple SOCL, and child to parent a simple SOCL, aggregate result a simple SOCL. These all are the templates for me, a reference material for me. If I have this reference material, then it's easy for me to solve any object, right? Maybe probably the field will be differ, or the object name might be differ, but the syntax what we are writing, right, parent to child or child to parent, that is going to be the same, right? You can have a template for that, right? So in that way, you each and every topic, you guys have a notes, take notes online or offline, whatever it may be. So definitely it's going to helpful you a lot. And apart from that, my humble request to everyone, don't think that a case study is going to evaluate you. Apart from case studies, ask yourself what all are the topics you have learned extra about, apart from case studies, whether I have learned something new. Always try to have a checkpoint there. Extra mileage I got from this particular topic, apart from AJ skill, documentation or whatever it may be. Okay, that will definitely give you a confidence. That will take you as a different stage. You will be learning so many things new, and it will bring a habit, and one day you won't stop learning something new, right? So these are some of the inputs. And as far as Apex is concerned, people from non-programming background, definitely initially you might be feeling it a little bit difficult with that. But that's the way things will be. When you are trying to learn something new in your life, there will be struggle, there will be obstacles, right? So if you have, that's what I told, if you have a passion with you, if you have the confidence of I'm not going to lose anything, okay, so why not try something new, right? Nothing I'm going to lose. Probably might be the hours what I have spent while learning that concept, and apart from that, I'm not going to lose anything. Trying something new is not going to be a losing one for me, right? If something I'm able to learn, then it's a big plus for that, right? For me personally. So always open to learn something. Don't have a mental blockage, saying that I'm not fit for coding. Tamil சொல்ல போனா ஜென்ரலா I was with students for more than 10 years. ஜென்ரலா சொல்ற ஒரு விஷயமே, if the guy is not from a programming background, they immediately they will say that no, I will get into the core side. I'm not interested with programming எனக்கு வராது. Programming, have you tried something? Right. Without trying something, how you can come to a conclusion saying that I'm not fit for programming, right? Everyone is fit for programming. Only thing is you have to have a passion, and you have to put the effort and hard work. Definitely everyone can write code. As far as Salesforce is concerned, it's not about 100% code, right? These days flows are expecting guys to implement things with flows. If there is no way, then only we will be going for implementing in in Apex or whatever it may be, right? So be good at flows, So one of the very important area, be good at flows. Now we have 50 use cases in flows, right? I'm not sure how many of you guys completing 50 use cases, because in my session, I used to see only a very limited number of people doing those 50 case studies. Previously, they are comfortable with completing 5 case studies in flows. These days, we have more 50. And it's really good to have flows, because that is a base for development. If you want to start Apex, then flows is the right place where you can build your logical thinking capabilities, right? So logical thinking is very important for programming. So flows is a good chance. Don't miss it. It may take 3 days, 4 days, or 8 days, 10 days. That's fine. Okay, you should learn it. Okay, definitely you should learn it. I will recommend all the 50 use cases for flows. So these all are some of the inputs. I haven't prepared anything. Okay, just
actually, bro, if we started talking about the feedback that we are getting from the Q&As and all, this 1 hour session is, to be honest, guys, it's not at all sufficient. In fact, the reason why we are having such a common forum, right? And very last 3 to 4 months, right? We see a lot of the attitude issue from the trainees. The attitude, I say, the learning attitude. Rather than exploring, right? Their attitude is completely towards completing the case studies, completing the course, completing the certification, completing the Trailhead points. They thought that if I complete this, I will get a job. If I complete this, they will refer us for the job. The only thing we want to keep insist here is just completing the course or completing the so-called case studies or Trailhead alone, not at all enough. As Bro Nagarajan's mentioned, the moment you get opportunity, see, clearing the Salesforce interviews, to be honest, very honest, not at all a big deal. It's at the end of the day, if you're having a good communication, if you are able to make some sentences with the proper Salesforce jargons and you can clear interview, one technical interview can clear. But the actual challenge is awaiting you, which is nothing but your very first enterprise project. You're going to do all alone. Underline the word alone. That's what Nagarajan told, right? Because you are going to get paid for the work. Okay, nobody would be there to support you. Nobody would be there in terms of giving you help or anything, because they have their own help, support. I mean, they are having their own work. They don't have time to support. Even though, assume that I am a senior developer, I'm having a junior developer joining the organization, all that I can spend a 10 minutes in terms of guiding them. I cannot sit next to him and helping with the line by line coding. If he is facing any issues, sit with him and resolving the issue. As a senior developer, I'm already having a set of works in my plate. I have to do it. If I'm not doing my work at the end of the day, I have my project manager above me. He will question me, right? So at the end of the day, my work is very important, because that is going to save my life and my career. As a maybe out of the interest, as a junior, 1 or 2 times they can support you. That's it. That also they can guide you. They cannot sit next with you and resolving all the line by line. So then how we will do that, Ashok? Yes, you have to do and learn all this stuff, part of the learning, part of the training. If you got stuck with some errors, issues, immediately reaching out to people for help is not at all going to be a helpful one. Put it in Google, see what are the different options coming up, try out all the options. Out of that, which one is suitable for your scenarios? Try that. Don't expect the Google will give the exact answer like ChatGPT. Nowadays, again, people with regards to ChatGPT, simply putting the scenarios in the ChatGPT, getting the script and completing the case study and doing it. Then what will happen? The employer will hire ChatGPT, not you, because ChatGPT is the one building up all the queries and all, right? See, you to use ChatGPT, there are some extensions there, like but to be honest, for the beginners, I strongly recommend don't use ChatGPT for scripting and all. If you started using machines for scripting, what will happen? They will use the machine for work. You will not at all learn anything. Okay, so try to avoid that. I have some list of points before giving chances for the trainees to ask questions. Okay, let me just quickly share my screen and quickly tell what exactly we want you to revise all this time. So is my screen visible, team? Everyone?
Yes, Ashok.
Okay. See, the very first point, understand the business scenarios. We are conducting mock interviews, so we are conducting prelims, not only during the interview also, this is what the prime important thing. If there is a concept called record types, if I'm asking what is record type, the first moment they will say, all the AJSD people will say, record type is nothing but individual record type, business record type. Sorry, organizational record type. If it is an individual record type, I will have an individual fields. If it is an organizational record type, I have an organizational fields. So one thing you have to understand here is that is an example we have given you to learn, to understand record type. Same questions if I ask the people, okay, apart from this, give me any other business scenario where you go for record type. What is the purpose of using the record type? They are not able to answer. Same applicable for the other topics as well. Approval process builder, or deployments, or reports and dashboards. See, don't just focus only on the materials given part of case studies or trial heads or in the videos, because that is giving you idea. Not everything can be given as part of the training, right? So please explore a lot. As in the initial days, initial time, Shobana told, try to apply the Salesforce for the business you see on the daily basis. Say, for example, you see a car company, the car, if I'm going to buy a new car in the Maruti, there are different variant of car type is there, Baleno, like that, right? So if I'm going to buy a car, I can go with a record type for a different variant. For different variant, I can assign the variants to different salesperson. For them have a different fields, different page layout, like that. You can keep give scenarios. So always please try to imagine or work out on the business scenarios apart from what we have given in the case studies. Then, as Nagarajan told, have a cheat sheet. That is nothing but, see, as let's take an example. There is a video for approval process. There is a video which is almost 1 hour video. You're learning approval process on the day 10. Then day 20, day 40 is coming up. In day 50, if I ask you what is approval process, there is a chances you forget the concept and the example you have applied. What you will do, you will again go to the video, which is again 1 hour video. You understand all the video, you do the case studies. Again, what you do, you have to spend the same level of time which you have already spent to revise the topics you have understood. Rather than that, as Nagarajan's mentioned, take that as a digital notes. Maybe you can have a Google document, have the cheat sheet like what is upload process, why we have to go to upload process, what are the business scenarios we can use. You please type journaling, which is very important, or take notes. What you can do, you can revise that notes once in a week. Just scroll down, just like how you scroll down the reels, WhatsApp status, right? Just scroll down the Google Docs up and down, and whenever you get chance, some long journey you're going, take that. Some you got stuck with some boredom area, just open your Google Doc, open the notes you have taken, just scroll down. That will help you to revise the topic. So you don't have to go to the entire video on the case studies to revise the topic again. See, it's a human tendency that forgetting the things, but what will help us to keep remember that the number of times you're going to encounter the situation, number of times you're going to revise that thing. So always have the habit of take that as a note and revise that. Then this part, unit testing, I see a lot of trainers are given this as a feedback to me, like, Ashok, the people are simply directly doing that case study and they're just coming up. They not even try the examples explained in the trying out the examples explained in the video is very, very important. Not many people are doing. They watch the video, they directly do the use cases. That is not at all going to be helpful, guys. Okay, you have to first understand the video, try the example explained in the video, and test that example. If you in the video they are explained about some validation rule, you are entering the validation rule. Then create a record and check whether the validation rule is working as expected or not. It's going to consume another 2 minutes or three minutes of your time. But not many people are doing that. It's simply write the formula, they're coming up. See, as a trainer, we are not here to evaluate the formula you have completed. As a trainer, it is our responsibility to make sure you got the better understanding on the topics. Just evaluating the formulas you have given, right? Nowadays, ChatGPT itself will do. That's not our intention. Our intention is to make sure you got the better understanding. So even if you're doing the trial heads, the end of the day, you're doing it for points. Okay. But once you complete again a module in the trial head, they directly go on check challenge. Even in the check challenge, if you come across any error, right, just copy the error, put it in Google, and again solving the error. If you get 100 points, 200 points, then you are going to the next module. Then what is the purpose of doing the trial heads? Completing the points or tasks? No. If you complete any module in the trial head, do unit testing. Same, if you complete any approval process trial head, right? Go to the approval process, create a record, initiate the approval process, see whether it is working as you have designed. That is what a developer should do. A Paka developer, what they will do, they develop a module, they first do the unit test to make sure what he or she developed is working as expected. Then they move it for the QA, quality assurance testing, right? So please do the unit testing, then please revise the notes, okay? And this part, this is for people who always give raise a concern. Ashok, I think I'm good at the technical, but when it comes to the communication, I think I'm lagging in. I'm not able to speak even in their mother tongue, Tamil, Telugu, Hindi. They feel that if there is a session like this, 9 members, 90 members, 80 members, they really hesitate to talk, even though they understand. Their hesitation is, what if I spell the word incorrect? What if my pronunciation is incorrect? See, we are all not a native English speaker. Even while speaking now, I have made a lot of grammatical mistakes. I'm aware of that. You are aware of that. But still, I'm able to communicate what I'm thinking, right? That is what at the end of the day is needed. Whether you are able to communicate with the people. Communication is different. English knowledge is different, guys. Okay. Please don't confuse these two. Okay, Ashok, how I can improve my communication? If it is a case study, by practicing, you can improve. If it is a communication, only when you start speak, you can improve. How I can improve? Yes, we are conducting a co-learner session morning 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 9 p.m. But people thought that the co-learner session is some junior trainer will come, they will assist us. That is not the case. Co-learner session is for yourself. You, along with your fellow learners, would be there. You can come and join. If some fellow learner is struggling with some important point or they are not able to complete the case series, you can assist them. You can guide them, not giving the solutions, just guide them. You are, while guiding them, right, of course, you are making some mistake in terms of speaking. The other person will not understand. They will ask you, okay, could you please explain me in different way? At the end of the day, that's how day by day, you can improve the communication. But most of the people, what they thought, okay, let's spend 3 months or 4 months in learning the Salesforce, then spend 1 month in the preparation of interview, then spend 1 month for communication improvement. Guys, won't happen in that way. Communication, you have to improve right from the day one you are joining the session. Please join the Q&A session regularly, as mentioned by Sushmita. Even if you don't have something to learn, or even if you don't have something to review, simply join the Q&A. There are trainers like Nagarajan, Shobhana, and all joining, right? They are talking in English. By listening to what they are talking, how they are explaining, what are the choice of words they are using to explain, right? By listening to that, your communication will definitely improve. At least you come to know about the different words they are using. Please have that habit of joining the Q&A session and join the co-learner session if you are seriously want to improve your communication, right? And the other point, LinkedIn. See, LinkedIn, most of the people think LinkedIn is a platform where I can apply for a job and I can get a job opportunity. Okay, that is not, of course, that is true, but that is not a single purpose the LinkedIn is going to do. Okay, if you are seeing my screen, let me open my LinkedIn here. There is a video we are keep sharing about LinkedIn. See here, the moment I open LinkedIn, right, I come up with a different Salesforce thing. There are people keep sharing the materials, keep sharing their own journals. I got an opportunity to learn about this. Look at this. You can build your own LinkedIn network like a personal blog. You just like how you scroll. See, the moment I scroll up or scroll down, I come to know a different people or sharing a different thing. If someone likes someone post, what I will do here, this is nothing but added by Shobana. I can make a connection here. So that next time if this particular person post anything, right, I come to know about this one. Okay. So likewise, the LinkedIn feed will work like Nagarajan's telling about understand the different business scenario, how you can come to know the different business scenarios or use cases by building up your LinkedIn platform. Ashok, what are the other tips you have with regards to LinkedIn? We are keep sharing in our WhatsApp group, but still go to AJ Skill Development and you can find this, our LinkedIn video here. Watch this video so that you will understand how LinkedIn help your Salesforce learning. Here it is, this one. Okay, so kindly watch this one. I will share this video at the end of this session. Okay, and what else we have? Mock interview, guys. We are taking this mock interview very serious business. During the mock interview, we before conducting mock interview, we are definitely going to conduct a preliminary round. In that preliminary round, most of the time it is I am going to conduct that round. We'll definitely ask you this question. Tell me the business scenarios other than that you have learned in AJ Skill Development or Trailheads for this particular topic. Definitely we'll get that question. Similarly, we'll definitely ask you what is what. The very first question I will ask is, what is CRM? What is Salesforce? Still people are saying Salesforce is a CRM tool. Okay. At the end of the day, it's a company. We are keep telling Salesforce is a company. But still people are saying it's a tool. Okay. The understanding of the concept is very, very important. Why we are learning, in what way this is going to help the business. Only if you're having this proper understanding, we are going to process your request for mock interview. As this one has already mentioned by Nagarajan, please avoid keeping AJSD case studies as a mini project. Ashok, then what else I can do? Go to LinkedIn, give a proper connection. You will come up with a lot of different use cases. Do that and keep it as a project. Otherwise, you still don't find, reach out to us. We'll give you the lot of projects we are having. That as a mini project. Then don't do certification with DAMs and don't do Trailheads without the proper understanding. Okay, so these are the important point that we want to convey. And with regards to the training, guys, there is an announcement group is there. If you see my screen, we are using this group only for announcement purpose to keep post you all with to avoid flooding with the messages. Make sure you are part of this communication group. Close to 1,127, all the AJSD folks are here. This is a WhatsApp group. If you are not part of the WhatsApp group, please get in touch with the support team and be added in this group, where we are going to keep post about all the important updates. Very recently, we have posted about the internship updates also. Like, enable notification for this group and please make sure that you are part of this one. Rest of the thing, I think we have already covered. So very quickly, we want to stop here. So if as a trainee, you're having some questions, see again, no technical questions. You are having the Q&A sessions for that. So please raise your hand. I will call your name one by one. We have another 10 minutes here. If you are having any questions with regards to the career, with regarding to the learning process, learning tips, you can ask to any of the trainers over here. You got another 10 minutes. If anybody have any questions to ask, please raise your hand and we'll call your name one by one. I stop here. I think Swati left for the session, which is going to happen in another 10 o'clock session. Similarly, Priya, Surya sessions also get started. Okay, Madhav Singh. Yes, Madhav, please go ahead.
Yeah, hi everyone. Hi, Ashok.
Hey,
so I just need to know, I don't know whether it's technical or not. So I just need to know about the Salesforce consultant. And I want to prepare for this Salesforce consultant. And I just need to know what are the areas a consultant covers and what should I prepare for this title? I mean, Salesforce consultant.
Okay.
What should the area I should cover or learn?
Okay.
So this is my question.
May I know what is your current position? Are you currently working in IT?
Yes, I am a senior software developer.
Okay, you are okay. Already working as a senior Salesforce developer. Okay.
Right.
See the word consultant, right? Which means what? You're going to give the consulting to some firm, a business going to use the tool. You're going to use Salesforce, right? But before you choose consultant as your career, you have to choose the business line or the product. Because at the end of the day, what we can consult only the products, right? If you're going to consult Salesforce to the business, which product you are going to consult? Service Cloud, Sales Cloud, Commerce Cloud, Experience Cloud, Marketing Cloud. There are different and Health Cloud. If you go to Salesforce website, you can see the list of products available. So you have to first choose which product you want to get a good grip so that you can tell, I'm a senior Salesforce developer and I'm a Service Cloud consultant. I'm a senior Salesforce developer and I'm an Experience Cloud consultant. If you take me, I'm a Service Cloud consultant and I'm an Experience Cloud consultant. But I cannot be a general consultant of Salesforce. You can be a good developer, administrator, but if you want to move your career as a consultant, choose any one of the product. First, learn the product, which is a sales, a service, or experience, or which one you want. Get the certification, then start apply for the opportunities for the consultant. Because if you look at the opportunities, they will clearly mention we need 5 years experienced people with Service Cloud certified, Commerce Cloud certified, Experience Cloud certified. Likewise, you can choose the product, get the knowledge, then start applying. Is that clear, Madhav?
Yeah, sure. And if I talk about the Sales Cloud consultant, so do you have any recommendations? So what is the way I should start from and where should I go? If you have
See,
any.
with regards to Madhav, since you already told that you are already working for a company as a senior Salesforce developer, my
Right.
recommendation is look at the scope of that particular product within your project or within your organization. Nowadays, CPQ is also getting good opportunity. Marketing Cloud is there, Service Cloud is there. But rather than just choosing some consultant and then apply for opportunity within your project, look at your project. If you look at your project, you can see which tool, which product they are using. Most of the chances they use Service Cloud and Experience Cloud, Sales Cloud, and all, right? Based on that, choose that product, get the knowledge, so that when you started applying for the opportunity, right, you can relate your project with your knowledge. You can tell in my project they are using the Sales Cloud, and I, as a Salesforce consultant, I have did all this. This are my recommendation goes. Likewise, you can relate. Okay.
Sure. Thank you so much,
All right.
Ashok.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Next, Sai Kishore.
Hi Ashok. Hi all the trainees. I thank for the valuable inputs given to us. Those are the real valuable inputs. Actual thing is I enrolled for the course in the October month.
Okay.
I completed the admin part. As you said, I moved very fast so that within 1.5 months I completed my admin part. So I started Apex and now I'm in day 8. Day 8 I'm watching the Apex. And if I go back and see the admin topics, as you mentioned earlier, I forgot every topics. There is the fact you told, Ashok. So what I did is, as you said, again I restarted the admin and with different scenarios, with real-time scenarios, I implemented it. So now I understand what is my approval process, where we will use it, what is the record type, where we will use it, and why we go for roll-up summary. So now I understood the concepts, everything in the admin platform. And your videos are very helpful. If you revise only, we'll understand, and that would be very helpful if we revise it. And the second point is, I feel little bit difficult at my initial stage since I'm from non-IT background. So coding is a bit difficult for me, but I'm watching the Nagaran sir Tamil videos. Even Tamil videos I'm revising. If we revise every topic, only then we'll understand the topics. Or else if we just finish it in one go means we will not understand. So this is my advice. And one more thing is, can we start our career with as an admin itself, being having a career gap? Is there any opportunities to go with admin, or else other than development coding as a developer, is there any other domain for the
Okay.
career gap candidates so that they can easily enter into the IT side?
Got it.
So
Got it. Got it. Okay, I understand your question. Okay, let me give this. This is for everyone. This one, in fact, we thought of informing this one to everyone once we get the confirmation. One of the recruiter give a suggestion of this one. If you feel that you are not a coding guy, but still you want to pursue the career in Salesforce, what we would suggest, if my screen is visible, you please learn all the admin part including lightning flows, data management, and especially the advanced admin part. The advanced admin part, if I say, that includes this CI/CD process as well. This is nothing but an introduction to DevOps. A Salesforce administrator plus DevOps knowledge also nowadays having a lot of recruiters are looking for. But what most of the people are doing is they're skipping this advanced admin part. They simply complete this admin and they thought that they are administrator just because they complete the certification. Okay, and they started doing apply for Salesforce admin opportunity. So if you really feel, Ashok, I don't want to wait till complete the development. I want to start my career as a Salesforce administrator, even as a beginner. I am currently having 2 positions open for Salesforce administrator with this skill set. DevOps skill set. Okay. If you are having a good DevOps skill as well as Salesforce admin skill, please let me know. I can refer you for 2 openings, which is currently available with one of our recruiters. They are actually looking for such people. But what is happening most of the time, people are not reaching this one because this is not included part of your tracker. Why we have not included part of your tracker? Because as a beginner, this is not a very important topic. That's the reason we have not included part of the tracker. But we thought of including this from the new tracker too, mentioning this advanced administration. So this is for you, Sai. So maybe you complete this admin and advanced admin. Please attend a mock interview with us so that we can start recommend you for the admin openings, which is going on. Okay.
So thanks, Ashok. So I completed till Service Cloud also. So even advanced admin part 1, part 2 also completed. So I'm eligible for the admin to go with the mock interview.
I have told you, right? There are CI/CD processes there, continuous integration and continuous. Please go through this and complete that. Try to deploy a project. So if you are able to deploy a project with a proper CI/CD implementation, right, you can very well attend that mock interview.
So those videos are available on AJSD?
Yeah, it is available. You can find the videos in the advanced admin folders.
Is it? Thank you. Thank you so much, Ashok.
Yeah, thank you. All right. So Lakshmi Narayani.
Hi everyone, thank you to host this event. My question is, as a IT guy and with exploring knowledge with a good understanding of each and every topic, from different technology.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sorry. With a different technology, when we try to switch Salesforce, how will I how will I show ourselves to the market? Hey, I can make it this one, even though I have a different technology without having real-time experience.
Okay. See, this is a general question. Even people before enroll, they will ask, Ashok, I'm going to learn Salesforce with AJ skill development. I'm already working in IT. How do you suggest us to showcase our profile to the recruiter? Please be genuine as much as you can. No need to keep fake experience and all. You can very well mention, I'm from so and so. I have this much of IT knowledge with me. Along with this, very recently I come across Salesforce. I find it very interesting. I learned Salesforce properly from this organization. Then I got a certification, and I hope that I'm got a good knowledge on the Salesforce. I want to apply for the openings that you have posted. The companies are very much interested to hire such candidates. Maybe very recently, if you are part of Age Skill Development WhatsApp group, I was keep posting a message, right? That there is a recruiter going to hire people having IT experience. The opening is still there. They are open to hire candidates who are from IT, but they got trained only in sales. So they are ready to hire. But to compete with the fellow freshers, right? What I would suggest, please learn integration. Please learn the DevOps tool like CI/CD and all, the quite advanced part. Then you can showcase that as a senior folk in IT, you have such knowledge. I'm also far better than that. The folk who just completed college and learned the stuff. right? Because you one way or other way, the folk who just completed college, they know all the basics. They apply for opportunity. They are going to get 3 lakhs as a CTC. As a IT folk who are already having 4 years of experience and earning 10 to 12 lakhs, you are also having the same knowledge, right? You cannot compete with them. Okay, then as a senior guy, please try to learn the advanced stuff. Like you can learn integrations, you can learn advanced admin, you can learn LWC. Okay, so that you can still in a better competition, and the recruiters also very well interested to hire you. And with regards to the CTC, you don't have to worry. Whatever the current CTC, from that you can expect a minimum of 40% hike and the maximum of 100% hike. That purely depends upon your skill set. Okay.
Yeah, I agree whatever you are saying. It might be a working progress in India, but I'm asking about outside India, because outside India, the profile, first of all, say our profile will be chosen based on our experience, real-time
Correct.
experience
Correct.
in the industry, same industry. We can't go and say, hey, I completed the certification, I have a explorer, and I have a good knowledge. First of all, they won't take our resume first of all. That's why I'm asking this question, because right
Okay,
now
see,
I'm not in India, I'm looking
okay.
outside.
Outside India, yes, what you have told is 100% correct. They first look at your experience. If you're going to keep some experience, right, make sure your knowledge matches that experience. How to matches, right? Only by doing real-time projects, not the case studies we are talking about. In AJSD, we are already having a 3 projects: e-commerce, insurance, and manufacturing. A full project, right from the scratch. You can take and implement till the deployment. Okay, please try to do such a project so that you get the similar experience. Okay, that something matches your, see, again, even when you're going to keep some experience, you can clear the interview, but the actual challenges after you join the organization, they are going to give the project for you to implement on your own. The question is, are you ready to implement the projects? Do you have that such level of experience? How you will get such level of experience? Only by doing the full projects. In AJST, we are having the full projects. Please take the projects, do it, implement it, and get that knowledge. With that knowledge, you keep the experience, then apply for the opportunity.
Okay, got you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, guys, it's time to wind up. One last, we go with this one. If others, you still have any queries, right? You are a part of the WhatsApp group. Just keep posted in the WhatsApp group. We provide you the solution, or keep attending our Q&A sessions. We help you with the solutions. With the last one, Rupa. Hey, Rupa, do you have any questions to us?
Yeah, hello Ashok sir. Hello Nagarajan sir. Thank you so much, first of all, for conducting this session, because it really helped me. Like I'm understanding where I am lacking. So I started this course from January 19th. I enrolled, and I have one question. Like most of the question you guys answered very good. Like I like to follow those. I try to follow those at least. One question regarding integration. I completed the integration part, and I also saw some job description. They're asking like how with the legacy system they can integrate Salesforce, and this is the main thing they're asking, which I have no knowledge. I completed the integration part, but with the legacy system, how Salesforce is integrating. If you can help me, like where can I find those use cases, or to get the idea, that would be really helpful.
Okay, okay. And first of all, Rupa, do you already working in IT, or you're from non-IT background?
No, I'm from non-IT background. I'm learning in a hard way.
Okay, okay. So Rupa, in this way, right? First of all, you want to understand what is legacy system. Okay, you must have good idea on the IT. Okay, only then you can tell them that this is what legacy system, and this is how I can integrate my legacy system. Legacy system, nothing but a Java, a .NET, such application. There are some applications where you can integrate the data with Salesforce. But before you going to talk on the such high level language, make sure you got the understanding on the integration first. What is integration? Why we go for integration? How integration works? If you got that knowledge, right, as a recruiter, I'm going to hire some non-IT candidate for my position. I'm going to ask this question. If they are going to answer this question, it is enough for me. I don't want them to talk very advanced level when it comes to the integration and all, because I understand that you are a non-IT force. So make sure whether you got this understanding first. Then comes to the advanced part, how to integrate a legacy system. Integration is going to be same for everywhere. You're having a different types of integration, you see, right? A REST API or SOAP API you're going to use. At the end of the day, there are two systems. Either you're going to transfer the data from one system to this system or this system to other system. In that, you're going to use some protocol to access the material. Just like assume that you are, I'm sorry, I'm getting some background noise. Naren, could you please put yourself on mute? Naren, Rahul Mehta. See, at the end of the day, you are going for a bank and you're going to ask the cash, right? They cannot simply give the cash. They will authenticate you, right? Whether you are the person, whether you are the account holder, whether you hold the account here or not. Only after do all the authentication, you give some payslip or check to them. In return, they will give the amount. The same thing happens in integration. At the end of the day, one system, a Salesforce system, they go and talk to the other application. It can be any legacy application, Java, .NET, it can be any. As a Salesforce system, it goes and asks the system. Let's take example, a .NET system. Hey, .NET, give me the data. The .NET will say, I cannot simply give the data. Make sure that you are the respective system, and the .NET will ask them to authenticate by giving them some tokens, client ID, secret ID. Only then the .NET will allow the Salesforce to interact. Okay, the interaction is happening. Then the Salesforce requests for the particular data from the database. How to query from the database. This is a common protocol when it comes to the integration. You have to authenticate, then request for the data. You have to authenticate, then do some update, post or something. If you're having a good understanding on this protocol, right, you can very well explain to any integrations. Don't worry about this advanced stuff and all. As a recruiter, always they keen on to make sure the one I'm going to hire, they have a basics understanding is clear, whether they are having a basics clear. If you are done with the basics, you are having a good understanding of the basics, then I don't mind whether you're having an advanced knowledge or not, because the one who is having a good understanding on the basics definitely can go with the advanced stuff with the proper knowledge. That is the trust I'm having on you. Don't worry about the advanced part. Make sure you got the good understanding on Salesforce. Make sure you're having a good understanding on how Salesforce helps the business for their growth. Then how you can implement. If you are having this knowledge, especially for a candidate from non-IT background, it is more than enough for you to clear interview. You got it?
Yeah. Thank you so
But
much.
still,
Thank you.
when it comes to other integration, right? I'm having expert with me. So Nagarajan can add some more point in that.
Yeah.
Sure, Ashok. So, yeah, so Rupa, nice, asking questions related to integration, right? It's really great. So I hope probably you might have went through the videos, right? So if
Yes.
you look at, in the session, to my memory, we have integrated with different systems, right? So if it is a legacy system or whatever it may be, if two systems wanted to communicate with each other, as Ashok told, some set of protocol, some set of rules and regulations will be there, right? So that's going to be the same. It's going to be a simple authentication, or it's going to be a WAUth 2 or whatever it may be. So it may be a REST kind of web service, or it may be a SOAP. So some basic, concept is there in integration. And these days, people are using even tools to integrate. For example, if I want to, integrate with Google Drive without writing a piece of code, I can integrate with Salesforce. Simply, I can go for tools like Make or Zapier. I can integrate, right? So many ways you can integrate. At the end of the day, it depends upon if the client is agree with buying that product, then it's fine. Otherwise, you will be writing the implementation your own. So bottom of the concept is, yes, it's going to be the same for whatever it might be the legacy system. That doesn't matter. The rules and regulations going to be the same. The way it's going to communicate is going to be the same. You will be using name credentials to store the information. So all this information going to reside the same. First, you will be understanding the legacy system and whether the legacy system is going to consume some data from our Salesforce needs to consume some data from the legacy system. So this thing you want to understand, right? First, we should have a web service, right? It might be in the Salesforce end or it might be with the legacy systems. If you look at that, that's what we have clearly explained in the sessions also. You can go through that further. If you still have any bottlenecks, you wanted to have more insights into it, you can reach out to me. So happy to support you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
right.
Nagarajan.
Welcome, Ruba.
All right.
Thank you.
So thanks everyone for joining. Already we planned for 9 to 10, but we extended for another 25 minutes. And thank you so much for all the trainers who joined, spending their weekends with us for this session. As planned, we went with this good session. So thanks everyone. If you all still have a query, right, keep posted in the common forum you are part of it, the Telegram channel or the WhatsApp group. We try to plan such sessions once in 3 months or once in 4 months because it is very difficult to bring everyone in a one single forum. We try to do such sessions. I hope you all find this session helpful. Thank you all for joining. Okay. Have a good weekend. Thank you, bro. Thank you,
Thanks, Ashok.
Shobana.
Thanks for the opportunity. Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Have happy weekend.
Happy weekend.